Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're making this cute little barn with the Dollar Tree calendar cow. We're going to make it out of this Christmas countdown calendar. It came from Hobby Lobby. And then, like I say, we're using this Farm Life calendar from Dollar Tree. I have those available over on my website if you weren't able to pick one up. It has a ton of cute stuff on it. You can also get the barn over on my website. This calendar used to probably have a magnet there, and it would just magnetize to the metal. And I thought, ooh, I can save that and use it for something else. Yeah, it did not come off easily, so no, won't be using that. I wanted to make the red on the barn really translucent, but because it was so rough where everything came off and it peeled up that veneer, I was going to have to make it a little darker than I wanted. But I think it turned out the perfect color for a barn. But I did this red and then mixed in a bunch of water. I'm using this heavy body paint like you would use on a canvas because it's all I could really get to in my workshop. But it was so satisfying putting it on there. Look how gorgeous that is. Now I did fussy cut the cow and tried to make all the little hairs and fussy cut it some more and then fussy cut it some more. And then I wanted to straighten out the bottom edge, so I used a ruler and cut that on my mat. You can always use a piece of paper towel to make sure your paint's all dry. Now I'm deciding that I've left too much white at the top of the cow's head, so I fussy cut some more. Now she's looking at me like, don't cut my ears off. But I have to, sweetie. So I cut the ears off and then just measure it, make sure that it's the way I want it. And then I have to think, okay, I've got to get rid of these snowflakes. You saw in the picture at the beginning that I make windows, but I just have to decide how big I need to make the windows. And because I'm being lazy, I use a marker to do it. But I didn't really like the marker, so I ended up getting some paint, and it just covered it a lot better. But I did like the fact that the marker gave me exactly where my windows needed to go. But you can see here that it was a much better coverage with the paint. There was still some red specks in the window. Now I'm using the leftover background, the wood background, and that's what's going to be on the top of the barn and frame out the windows. I was originally going to use white paint and make it translucent like we did with the red, but then I decided that I thought that would look really would look. That was funny. It would look interesting and finish it off really well. Once that gets completed, we move into a part that makes my heart race. We're going to Mod Podge on this cow. So I'm pouring the Mod Podge straight onto the cow. And just the other day, I was watching a lady who said that these Dollar Tree calendars are so thin and hers was wrinkly. And I was like, why'd you make it wrinkly? You should have done it right. And now I'm going to pay for being all judgy because I don't know what I was thinking to put Mod Podge all over this cow at one time. I should have done it in sections. I'm thinking here, oh, be careful on the ears, but really we were beyond just the ears for the problem. And before you see the chaos that ensues, I just wanted to let y'all know that there's 50% off over at DIYDion.com on all mesh. And then also I will be doing my first live on Friday, and I'm going to do an auction for mesh and ribbon, and we will have most of it starting at $1. Hope you can join me. Now I'm going to stick it down on here, and doesn't even have all the Mod Podge on it, but I have to because it's curling and wrinkling. So I get the ears into place, only to realize that the bottom isn't parallel. The straight lines aren't parallel to the bottom of the barn. So now I have to literally peel it up. I tried to move it a little there, but you can see now I have to peel up this wet Mod Podge Dollar Tree paper. So I will say, if you do use the Dollar Tree calendars, please just do it in sections. You can see here, I ended up with the stuff that didn't have the Mod Podge on it that I didn't get it to. I just ended up adding a little at a time, which is how I should have started in the beginning. And so I highly recommend that you do it in sections. And also, like, I used a paper towel just to kind of rub the top because I didn't want to rip it with my hands. And you can see it was 4:21 in the morning, so I'm going to use that to kind of justify the fact that I was not on top of my game. And guys, here's the final product, and I think it turned out super, super cute. And I thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.